banget nih.
delivered by
Aku
each
pakai
other.
impress keren ntar pakai
This story
dikerangin.
will be told by Yuda and the transmission will be delivered
Iya
by
gue ini ntar
Yunji.
aja ya
The
istirahat ya.
last story will be told by
Sakit
Putu
nih
and
sama
the
urat ini.
translation will be delivered by Fajri. Dear all my friends, please
Lagi
give
makan
big
nasi
applause
goreng
for
kita.
participants of class 90.
Coklat aja deh. Telepon teman-teman.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Hello all my friends, my name is Faiza Lucy Mutiara from class 9B and my friends. My name is Ivana Yogustina from class 9B. Today we want to read a story about the ant and the grasshopper. On one fine summer's day in a field, a grasshopper was hopping about in a musical mood. An ant passed by bearing along with great toil an ear of corn he was taking to the nest. Pada suatu hari, musim panas yang cerah di sebuah ladang. Seekor belalang melompat-lompat dalam suasana hati yang penuh musik. Sebuah semut, sebuah semut
Halo,
lewat
Mama
sambil
Neng.
membawa dengan susah payah sebutir jagung.
Ini Mama Neng maaf. Saya kan pesen itu apa sama Tole, minta tolong diambilin ya apa pepaya buat Kira. Ya kalau oh ya udah kalau ini mah nanti pulang kerja baru saya masak deh cek ya.
We have good enough food at present, but the ant went on its way and continued its style. Ah, mengapa peduli tentang musim dingin? Kata belalang. Kita sudah punya cukup makanan saat ini. Namun tetap lanjutkan perjalanannya dan terus bekerja keras. Finally, when the winter came, the grasshopper found itself dying of hunger. Well, he saw the ants distributing corn and grain from their storage. Then the grasshopper understood that it was best to prepare for the days of necessity. Pada akhirnya, ketika musim dingin tiba, belalang mendapati dirinya mati kelaparan. Sementara ia melihat suku semut membagi-bagikan jagung dan biji dari simpanan mereka. Maka belalang memahami bahwa lebih baik menyiapkan diri untuk hari-hari sulit. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Beliin apa aja. Ya.
Good morning all my friends, my name is Muhammad Riza Ramadan from class 90 and my friend.
My name is Yurici Dankataya from class 90.
Today we want to read story about the story of the ballet.
Kisah Danau Toba.
Once upon a time there was a man who was living in North Sumatra. He lived in a simple hut in a farming field. He did some gardening and fishing for his daily life.
Pada suatu ketika, ada seorang lelaki yang tinggal di Sumatera Utara. Dia tinggal di sebuah gubuk sederhana di ladang pertanian. Dia berkebun dan memancing untuk kehidupan sehari-harinya.
One day, while the man was fishing, he found a big golden fish in his net. It was the biggest catch he ever had in his life. Surprisingly, this fish turned into a beautiful princess. He fell in love with her and proposed to her as his wife. She said yes, but you have to promise not to tell anyone about the secret that I was once a fish. Otherwise, there will be a huge disaster. The man made the deal and they got married, live happily and had a daughter.
Suatu hari, ketika lelaki itu sedang memancing, dia menangkap seekor ikan emas di perangkapnya. Itu adalah tangkapan terbesar yang pernah dia dapatkan dalam hidupnya. Anehnya, ikan ini berubah menjadi seorang putri cantik. Dia jatuh cinta padanya dan melamarnya sebagai istrinya. Dia berkata, "Ya, tapi kamu harus berjanji untuk tidak memberitahu siapapun tentang rahasia bahwa aku pernah menjadi ikan. Jika tidak, maka akan terjadi bencana yang besar." Pria itu membuat kesepakatan dan mereka menikah, hidup bahagia dan memiliki seorang putri.
Few years later, his daughter would help bring lunch to her father out in the field. One day, his daughter was so hungry that she ate his father's lunch. After
putri ikan terkutuk. Putri itu berlari pulang dan bertanya kepada ibunya. Sang ibu mulai menangis, merasa sedih karena suaminya telah mengingkari janjinya.
Then she told her daughter to run up the hill because the hard disaster was about to come. When her daughter left, it went. Soon there was a big earthquake followed by non-stop pouring rain. The whole area got flooded and became lava lake. She turned into a fish again, and the man became the island of Samosir.
Kemudian, dia menyuruh putrinya untuk lari ke atas bukit karena bencana besar akan segera datang. Ketika putrinya pergi, dia berdoa. Tak lama kemudian terjadi gempa besar yang disusul hujan deras yang tak henti-hentinya. Seluruh wilayah terendam banjir dan menjadi danau Toba. Dia berubah menjadi ikan lagi dan manusia menjadi pulau Samosir.
Thank you for your attention.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bukan video, RTP. Pak Iwan.
About the magic box.
Ntar itunya ada sih tak kayak di
Once upon a time, there was a poor
Oh
farmer
gini,
who
buat apa ya
big
Pak
dogs
Iwan?
named Esther. He took
Iya
it
karena
home
dia minta
and
RTP
showed it to
doang.
his wife. His wife went in and kept it in their house. One day, she dropped an apple into it. Immediately, the box began to fill up with apples. No matter how many were taken out, others took their place. So, the farmer and his wife sold the apples and were able to live quite comfortably.
Dahulu kala, ada seorang petani miskin yang menggali sebuah kotak besar di ladangnya. Dia membawanya pulang dan menunjukkan kepada istrinya. Istrinya membersihkannya dan menyimpan di rumah mereka. Suatu hari, dia menjatuhkan sebuah apel ke dalamnya. Seketika, mulai terisi dengan apel. Tidak peduli berapa banyak yang diambil. Apel lain menggantikannya. Jadi, petani dan istrinya menjual apel-apel itu dan bisa hidup dengan cukup nyaman.
Then, the farmer dropped a coin into the box. At once, the apples disappeared and the box began to fill itself with coins. Every day, the farmer and his wife collected hundreds and hundreds of coins from the box. Soon, they became very rich.
Kemudian, petani menjatuhkan sebuah koin ke dalam kotak itu. Seketika, apel-apel itu menghilang dan kotak mulai terisi dengan koin-koin. Setiap hari, petani dan istrinya mengumpulkan ratusan dan ratusan koin dari kotak tersebut. Tak lama kemudian, mereka menjadi sangat kaya.
Now, the farmer's grandfather lived with the couple. He was not very strong and he could not go out to bed. So, the farmer asked the old man to help him take the money out of the box. When his grandfather became tired and wanted to rest, the farmer shouted at him, "Why are you lazy? Why can't you work harder?"
Sekarang, kakek petani tinggal bersama pasangan itu. Dia tidak terlalu kuat dan tidak bisa pergi keluar untuk bekerja. Jadi, petani meminta kakek itu untuk membantunya mengeluarkan uang dari kotak itu. Ketika kakeknya lelah dan ingin istirahat, petani bertanya kepadanya, "Kenapa kamu malas? Kenapa kamu tidak bekerja lebih keras?"
The old man did not say anything, but he continued working until he fell inside the box and died. At once, the money disappeared and the box began to fill up with dead grandfather.
Gelondongan
Kakek itu
perempuan
tidak
asik
berkata
banget lagi.
apa-apa, tapi dia terus bekerja sampai dia jatuh dalam kotak dan meninggal. Seketika itu juga, uang itu menghilang dan kotak mulai terisi dengan kakek-kakek yang sudah meninggal.
The farmer had to pull them out and bury them. To do this, he had to spend all the money he had collected. When he had used up all the money, the box broke, and the farmer was just as poor as he was before.
Tadi itu harus menarik mereka keluar dan mengubur mereka. Untuk melakukannya, dia harus menghabiskan semua uang yang telah dikumpulkannya. Ketika dia telah menggunakan semua uang itu, kotak itu pecah dan petani itu sama miskinnya.
Thank you for your attention.